Alright, boys, we are back, and it's time to continue year 3 with our Vancouver Canucks. And the season has not gone the way I wish it would. 12, 16, and 1, not the greatest start. And not only that, we're already in danger of putting ourselves out of a playoff position, you know what I mean? We've already had our first chance to get back in it, and we've taken our second chance to get back in it. Now we have 16 regulation losses. We have to start winning more games than we're losing now, because once you pass 25 regulation losses, you're starting to push it. I mean, you know what I mean? You have to start really winning games. And if you have a lot of overtime losses with those 25 regulation losses, those losses are really starting to add up now, you know? We're at 17 losses total already with only 12 wins. So we need to really turn this season around right now, okay? There's no more second chances. It has to happen right now. So I was asking you guys in the last video about line change ideas, and I had one to split up the two Sedin twins because nothing is working right now. The penalty kill, the power play, goals for, goals against, all right? So it doesn't matter to me where we put anyone right now. I thought it would be sacrilege to suggest such an idea of splitting up the two Sedin twins, but actually you guys were saying that it's not a bad idea. And if you can get over that mindset of the two Sedin twins not playing together, I mean, you can have a pretty filthy two first lines. Sniper, two-way forward, and playmaker. Let me just do best lines. Yeah, I think I already did that. All right. Sniper, two-way forward, and playmaker, Gerby, Kessler, and Sedin, who are all listed as first liners. And then you got a 90 overall center on the second line to help out Booth, and it's actually saying to put Weiss on the second line right wing. That's actually, yeah, you know what? I actually like that idea, because then you got Boland on the third line center, and that's an above-average third line center. He can help out Cassian and Hansen, and then Devin Dynamite Dino Meat. I like that nickname. I saw that nickname. Dynamite back there. We just got as a roster spot, just because the Jonathan Drouin experiment did not work, okay? I mean, we tried him on the first line with the two Sedin twins. He got some goals in preseason, but when it came to the regular season, not only did he not produce, but he stopped the two Sedin twins from producing as well. So that experiment, you know, really did put us in a bad place right now. Don't worry, Drouin is still part of our team. I'm not blaming Jonathan Drouin or anything. But I still feel like this team should be a playoff team, and with that start, that's not acceptable. So we have to get this back on track. So I like those changes right there. I'll leave all that. Power play. Now, it's saying to put the two Sedin twins with Gerby. I want to change this up just like I did the 5-on-5 lines. Just because nothing's working right now, we need to shake things up, okay? And if this doesn't work for a month, then I'll just do best lines and hope for the best, okay? So same thing, Kessler, Sedin, and Gerby, and then Booth, Sedin, and I will put Boland on the power play instead of Weiss. Yeah, that makes sense. Power play, yeah, that's fine there. Penalty kill, I'll leave that. The best line should take care of that. And we will go with Eddie Lack for a 2-loss ratio starting right now, okay? Just because I can't remember what happened in the last video. So, there's our changes. Hopefully it works because we need to turn this season around, okay? Hang on one second here, boys. Alright, so let's get back to it here. Hopefully these changes shake things up for us, but 16 regulation losses, I mean 17 losses already. We need to, win 5 in a row just to get back to 500. Now 6 in a row just to get back to 500, and we're already in November. That's the problem here. Oh no, we're already in December. What am I talking about? We're already in December. Okay, big problem. Our amateur scout has finished that trip to the OHL, so next on the list is the QMJHL. All right, for forwards, yeah, I want to keep on going after forwards. 6 weeks, there you go. All right, so there you go. Very nice. Eddie Lack got us 1 win. We need to now compound that win. You know, we have to win 2, 3, 4 in a row would be very nice, but we need to just try and win 2-1, 2-1, 2-1, at least to get back to 500. Nah, see, we can't do that. We can't win 1 and then just lose 1. We haven't made up any ground now. Oh, wait. I got to put Clint Windsor back in now. And you know, I'm thinking if Clint Windsor comes in and if he loses his first game, I think I go back to Eddie Lack because I have to go with the better goalie clearly right now. And Eddie Lack's got us 10 wins. Windsor's only got us 3. Eddie Lack is clearly the better goalie on paper. All right, if he gets 1 win, I'll run with him. But I can't be messing with the season right now, all right, boys? We're trying to make the playoffs. We're not, again, I've given our label the retooling team. So I still think we have enough good players on this team to be a playoff team. We just need to win games in a row. All right, there's 2 in a row. 3 in a row would be very nice. Create some separation there. All right. Come on now. Okay, there's the loss. So we come back with the loss. Don't worry about that. I'll go back to, yeah, I want to go, well, he's played pretty good. He only let in 2 goals that game. All right, I'll go with him one more time. Hang on. 2-loss ratio. I'll give it to him. All right. But we need to come back with the win right now. We had that 2-game winning streak. We lost it. Now, if we lose this game, it erases that 2-game winning streak. You know what I mean? We're still, what? We'll still be 6 games below 500. So we need to keep going. We need to compound these winning streaks. Come on. And only have them separated by 1 loss. And there you go. That 2-game winning streak completely erased by 2 losses. That's not what we can do right here. We need to separate ourselves. I don't know what's wrong with this team here. I mean, we have a starting goalie and a backup goalie. All right, we have 2 superstars in the Sedin twins. Kessler is even a superstar, almost. Gerby's a first liner, all right? We have 2 second liners in Weiss and Booth. We have a third line. We have 2 top 2 defensemen, 2 top 4 defensemen, 2 top 6 defensemen. We have everything you need, god damn it. Come on. All right, we sent Jonathan Drouin back down to the minors a while ago. This should be back to normal now. Come on, man. We still just cannot get above 500. Like, starting now, you know what I mean? Starting now, without Jonathan Drouin on this team, starting right now, we should be able to get back on track, man. But we're still just hovering around 500. Did I take out Clint Windsor there? Hang on. Let me just make sure. Yeah, I did. Come on, laddie. If you're our starting goalie, I traded away Lou because of you. Come on now, all right? I mean, Lou would definitely have gotten us into the playoffs with this team. I'm no doubt about it. That elite goalie would have definitely got us into the playoffs. So don't make me regret that decision trading away Lou. All right. So you see what I mean? We've won 2, we lost 2, and now we're back to winning 2. Now, if we lose 2 more again, those 2-game winning streaks have been completely null and void. We need to, if we're going to lose this next game, we need to continue winning after that. Come on. Keep the wins going, though. Keep the wins going. Come on. Go back with another loss again. Jesus. All right. I'm going to do a simulation while blowing my nose this time. Multitask. Hang on. All right. So we're back. And it's the Dallas Stars, our arch rivals. Come on now. We got to come back with a win. God, and there's another loss. You see what I mean? Look at that, boys. Even with Jonathan Drouin down, you know what I mean? Starting right here. Win 2. Lose 2. Win 2. Lose 2. You know what I mean? We're 4-4 basically. We're still at 500. We just cannot separate ourselves right now. I don't know what's wrong with this team. I have no clue what's wrong with this team right now. I'm about to just go best lines and let the computer take it over. Once if we reach 25 regulation losses and we're not up near 500, then I'm just going best lines all the way to the trade deadline, and whatever happens, happens. And if we're not a playoff team, people are getting traded. I don't care, man. All right, because this is a problem right now. This is, I'm beginning to regret 2 things right now. The Roberto Luongo trade, even though it got us Joshua Ho-Sang and a first-round pick for next year. And actually, let's check out where the Winnipeg Jets are. The Winnipeg Jets are not a playoff team with 39 points. So that first overall pick could turn into something. But still, Luongo would have got us into the playoffs. All right, and also starting Jonathan Drouin at the beginning of the year. At the time, it felt like a good idea. You know, try him out. He'll probably not do the greatest, but I don't think it'll hurt us that much, where it put us in a hole that we still cannot dig out of, all right? And there you go again. We win 2 again. Now we've already lost 1. We're going to come back with another loss? Come on, Clint Windsor. Let's go, man. We need to win 2, lose 1, then win another one. Come on. Don't lose this one again, man. That'll be 6-6. I'll be pissed. Come on. Oh, my God. Look at this, boys. I don't know what's wrong with this team. Look at this. 2, lost 2. Win 2, lost 2. Win 2, lost 2. Okay? We are 6-6 since doing these line changes. I gotta change something up. All right, 6-6 is not going good enough. Best lines, whatever happens, happens. Okay? Best lines. Best lines. Best lines. Best lines. There you go. Best lines are in place. Jesus. Hang on 1 second. Alright, so we've basically, I've done what I have to do here. Alright, we're almost at the All-Star break. Yeah, we're pretty much there. How many more games? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ooh, look at that. We got a good 7-game home stretch before the All-Star break. Okay, that's the time where we have to make our move, basically. Okay? Yeah. Hey, Jesus. Oh, I gotta sneeze. Hang on. Woo! Oh, man, I don't know what's wrong with my nose again today. Jeez, every single day. But, yeah, best lines. I got Eddie Lack in there. It doesn't matter what happens. I'm going to run with Eddie Lack. Jesus, come on, man. I got to blow my nose again. This is ridiculous. Man, I just don't know why it just won't stop. It's not even early anymore. Holy crap. It's 7 p.m. and it's still going on. Oh, whatever. All right, so, yeah, where am I? Yeah, Eddie Lack, okay? So we have 8 games remaining before the All-Star break. I am just going to run with Eddie Lack no matter how many games he loses, and this stretch is basically going to dictate whether or not we're a playoff team, okay? We are only, what? Still 6 games below 500 basically. All right, if you add in the overtime losses, we're 19 and 25. So with the 8 games remaining, I'd like to win a good 6 of them. All right, so that we're only 2 games below 500. We really need to get back on track right here because the trade deadline is right after the All-Star break, and by then, if we're not clearly a playoff team, I will be a seller. I'm telling you right now, I will be a seller. Okay, the Sedin twins won't even be safe. I'm gonna say it right now. You damn right, because they're in their mid-30s, and if they're on a team that's not making the playoffs, they need to go somewhere else, okay? That's the case with any player. I'm sorry. So here we go. Our best lines are out there based on what Alain Vigneault dictates, so let's see what happens, all right? We win 1. I guarantee you we'll win this game, and then let's see if we will lose 2 again. Okay, so we've won 2, lost 2, won 2, lost 2, won 2, lost 2, won 2. No, never mind. It got broken up. But you see what I mean? It's the same old. We win 1 now, and we lose 1 now. We just cannot separate ourselves from 500. That's 7 and 7 since making those line changes. Come on. 8 and 7. Let's go. Here comes the home stretch. Let's go. All right. Watch. 8 and 8. 8 and 8. Oh, my goodness gracious. And my nose is stuffed again. Hang on a sec, boys. This is ridiculous. This is absolutely atrocious. Just continue. I don't care. Oh, there you go. We've actually lost more games now than we've won. Oh, my God. No, we're not a playoff team, boys. There's another loss. Look at that. 27 regulation losses. The Vancouver Canucks in year 3 are not a playoff team. I'm going to say it right now, okay? Be a horrible start of the season. Those 16 regulation losses, we just cannot come back from. All right? We need to win like 20 in a row or something like that. America actually has a lot of forward prospects here. I'll check out America. There you go. All right, 2 more games before the All-Star break. I mean, this is atrocious right here. I got the best lines out there. I've tried a bunch of different things. But, I mean, we should have 27 regulation losses by the end of the year if we're a good team. You know what I mean? So, we going to the All-Star break with 2 more wins. That's all well and good. You know what? Yeah, we got plenty of time. There's no reason to stop it here. I'm not even going to try changing the lines. I'm not going to do anything. All right, we're just going to leave Eddie Lack in there. Just because, you know what, well, hang on a second here. I'm just trying to think. I do want to still get Clint Windsor some time. Should I send him down to the AHL? Hang on, stop simulation. That might be a smart idea to send Clint Windsor down to the AHL, give him some starting time in the minors, just because I just want to simulate ahead here. I still want to give Eddie Lack some time. I don't want to stop him from growing. Hang on a sec. Yeah, our AHL team is doing good. Yeah, why not? All right, so that's what I'm going to do right now. Because I'm just going to give Eddie Lack the rest of the year. Maybe he can go on an amazing winning streak right now. But if he can't, then at least I'm not going to have Clint Windsor just sitting on the bench the whole year, okay? So Cedric Desjardins, back up to the big time. All right, Clint Windsor back down to the minors. There you go. Yeah, is there any other young players that I can just send down? Because we're not going to make it. And they're just playing on a shitty team. Cassian's 24. Nah, he might as well play up here now. Yeah. All right. So, there you go. Eddie Lack, start up Cedric. All right. And Chicago, I still have the best lines for Chicago. Yeah, Mantha, Schrader, and Jensen. But now I want to get Clint Windsor in there. Okay? There you go. So Clint Windsor is starting in the AHL right now. Just because I've committed to Eddie Lack for this season, I don't want to have Eddie Lack on the bench, and I also don't want to do a 2-loss ratio anymore. Okay, it's basically just a waste of time. We are not going to be a playoff team. We have to, if we can win every single game, not lose a single one, not even overtime loss one. Okay, if we can win every single game up until this point, we may be a playoff team again. But if we lose one game, there you go, it's over. Okay, it's over. Okay, well, you know what? I'll take that back. If we lose one more regulation game, it's over. If we can win a bunch of games and then just have our losses in overtime, like what's happening right now, you never know. All right, but we're going to have another regulation loss. It's going to happen, all right? There's no freaking way it's not. Maybe Cedric Desjardins on the bench can be getting the guys motivated the right way. Well, we haven't lost a game in regulation just yet. There's another overtime loss. See, this is what we needed at the beginning point of the season. Remember when we were 12 and 16 and 1? If half of those 16 games were overtime losses instead of regulation losses, well, that's 12, 8, and 9. You know what I mean? That's a lot better. You have points that have been stored up there. But those regulation losses that we have, 28 of them, all right? We almost have 30 regulation losses at the middle of February. That's 60 points that you've already forfeited, okay? That is way too much. We had a horrible start of the year that we have not been able to recover from. We are still hovering around the same point we are, 6 or 7 games below 500, 5 or 6 games below 500. All right, there you go. There's another regulation loss. No, there's no way we're a playoff team. All right, and I know for a fact we're not a playoff team because we're going to have to run the table after the trade deadline to become a playoff team, and I'm not going to allow that. All right, I'm going to make my moves before that. So I'm sorry, Vancouver. I tried. All right, I tried to give you guys veterans in the first 2 years to help you win that cup, but it just was not in the cards. And I guess Roberto Luongo is laughing at us right now because now we are not a playoff team. The first year that the Vancouver Canucks do not have Roberto Luongo in their lineup, they don't make the playoffs. Oh my goodness gracious. Well, you know what? We should at least... Well, I'm not going to do that right now. I was going to say we should just try to shit the bed for the rest of the season so that we lock up that a top 5 pick or a top 3 pick. But I'm not going to start trading away players right now. I'll get to the trade deadline. Scouting assignments. Yep. Let me send them back out. Oh yeah, it's going to be a good year for drafting, baby. All right. Holy shit, Connor McDavid. Yep, you guys were right about him. United States, all right, a few top 10 players in the United States. Let's check out the European countries now. All right, so the Elite League and the Elite League has possibly a good player there. He is top 10, so we'll give him a chance. 1 month, there you go. And because we're not making the playoffs this year, I will... Actually, no, I'll save that. Yeah, I'll save that for later. I still want the medical staff. All right. Yep. So, yeah, let's just go up to the trade deadline and end it right here. It's not going any farther than this, boys. Our third season has been a complete flop. Again, look at our 31 regulation losses. Cut that in half. If you can make those overtime losses, we are a playoff team. But way too many times, 60 minutes went by with the Vancouver Canucks not scoring as many goals as the other team. All right, it's just as simple as that. All right, and I think it's only fair that we lost that last game 5-2. So 29 wins, 32 regulation losses, 5 overtime losses. We're 29 and 37. All right, remember back when we first did the line changes, and I said we have to, from now on, we have to get above 500. We've basically stayed at 500 the whole time. All right, we were 6 games below 500 then? We're 7 games below 500 now, okay? We're 8 games below 500. We played even worse, okay? So, I don't know what it is with this team. Something's wrong with it. Something's not working. I have no clue, all right? But let's check out the individual stats. I'm not even going to go to team standings. You know we're at the bottom for everything. Let's just do player stats, all right? I don't want to check out the team stats. I know we're at the bottom 5 for every category. Guarantee you. Okay? So there's no point even checking that out. Let's check out the individual stats to see who's not producing. Alright, so remember, the two Sedin twins, alright? Henrik Sedin, I don't blame him because his first 14 games they were playing with Jonathan Drouin and they did not have a lot of points. Okay, so... if you take out those 14 games, he's close to a point-a-game player, right? So it's just a weird year. I don't blame the Sedin twins. Daniel Sedin, I don't blame him either. Whatever. It did not help having Jonathan Drouin on the first line at the beginning of the year. Gerby's playing pretty good, 49 points in 66 games. Kessler, he's playing fine. Booth, he's playing, he could be doing better, but he's got 15 goals, so he's playing okay. Weiss is actually doing good. Boland, he's, we put him on the third line. Yeah, he's doing good for a third liner. Cassian, yeah, Drouin was the problem here, boys. 15 games right there. I left him in way too long. 3 points and 15 games are your first line and your first line power play. I mean, that was a big mistake. That was a big mistake. And our whole team, yeah. I mean, Henrik Sedin is still a plus player. Boland's plus. Gerby's plus. Cassian, yeah, I mean, a lot of players are still plus players. I don't know. Weird season. Maybe it was our goalies. Maybe it was. Defensemen. Well, also our defensemen basically have no points either. Hamuse, Edler, yeah, other than that, they don't even have that many points. We still have less than 20 games left, but still, plus players. I mean, maybe I have to split up Hamhuis and Edler. Maybe they're really good together, but then everything else fails. You know what I mean? Maybe I should have put Tanev with Edler or something like that. I don't know. And then goaltender, neither one did good. Eddie Lack, 48 games played, 2.43, 22, 22, and 4. All right, save percentage 92.06. Hell yeah, not good enough. Let's check out what Luongo's doing. All right, Luongo, 2.41. Well, it's basically the same thing, isn't it? But he's got 29, 20, yeah, and yeah, he's basically playing the same way. Whatever. Okay. So yeah, you guys can let me know, who should we trade away here? I mean, we're not a playoff team. I'll show you guys just the Western Conference stats. Where are we? We're down there in 13th with 63 points. We're 7 points out of the playoff spot. I am not taking that chance to say, oh, we can still make the playoffs if we win every single game. It's not going to happen. We're not a playoff team. I would rather try and shit the bed. Well, I don't think we'll get worse than Phoenix and Florida. All right, they are down there with like more than 10 points less than us, but we could get the top 3 pick. We could definitely have Philly and LA pass us. Okay, they're only, 3 points below us. So I think, the Sedin twins, boys, I don't know. I think it's about that time, How long do you want to hold on to these guys, You can make the argument that next year we're not going to be as good as we were this year. So why even hold on to them? But I could see also, you guys want to keep your captains here. They were drafted here. You want to hold on to them. Jonathan Drouin, when he does get good, will be filthy with these guys. They still do have another 2, 3, 4 years of being good players. They will stay good. I know. It's just that, they got pretty good trade value, and we could use some good prospects. It was a horrible year. Jonathan Druid's getting better. Kessler, could trade Kessler away as well. I like Kessler, but still 30 years old. Hamhuis as well. I want to hold on to Edler. Edler doesn't go, but Hamhuis maybe, Gerby, I think we can, maybe trade Gerby, 6.7, I mean, I don't know. I think the sky is the limit here for trades. I don't think anybody's safe. Boland especially. I think Bieksa's definitely got to go. 33 years old. Yeah, I think Bieksa's definitely got to go. All right, but you guys let me know. Who should be traded away? All right. I mean, we got another draft coming up this year. We could really rebuild our team. We go from retool to rebuild this year, definitely. All right, so I don't know. GM Superbman, this was a big failure year. It really was. Big failure year. We had high hopes and just did not work out the way we thought it would. So let me know what we should do with the Vancouver Canucks, because we've got to turn this around for year 4. All right? Let me know, boys, and I will see you in the next video.